Oh boy. I'm honestly not really. I'm not looking forward to this, I'm gonna be honest. Just because it's it's really hard to talk about. But for those of y'all who don't know, welcome to the stream by the way. For those of you who don't know, within the Smash community recently there's been a lot of what's the word I want to use here? I don't want to say controversy, because what happened isn't particularly controversial, more so disgusting. I don't want to call it drama either, because drama implies that it's not to be taken super seriously. I suppose the words on screen, the misconduct that's been going on in the community. Basically, throughout the past week, Smash Twitter has opened up the doors to revealing multiple allegations against a bunch of public figures within the community. So people like Nairo, like D1, those are the two big ones that come to mind right off the top of my head. It's really hard to think. You're going to have to bear with me on this. But for those of you who don't know, allegations came out against them for either pedophilia or rape. And those are not easy things to talk about at all. What they did, yeah, no sugarcoating it. It was wrong. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have even considered doing it. Like, I'm at a loss for words. I honestly am. I don't really know what else to say other than, yeah, it's messed up what they did. And we don't have a place for it in this community, and I'm glad it's getting called out for what it is. I'm very glad that people are willing to open up about their experiences with it. But it has created such a negative environment within Twitter, within the Smash community as a whole, that for me personally, it's taken a big toll on my mental health, because Smash was always my escape from the real world. Thank you, Lemon. Smash was always my escape from the real world to just kind of let... what's the word? To just enjoy things again, because the real world's tough, but this past week has not been a healthy environment at all. It just hasn't. Not for someone who's not in a good mental state of mind and not prepared to handle that kind of a thing. And again, I'm very proud of the people who have come forth to tell their stories about this kind of stuff. But, it's frankly been miserable to just read all the negativity that's been thrown around on Twitter about all this. I understand that it's for the good of the community, and at the end of the day, it's going to be a good thing. But it's just hard, because to me, what it is it creates a sense of worry about what all is going on that we still don't know about. That's what scares me. Like, I don't want to say you're just waiting to see what's next, but that's honestly how it's felt. Like, one day after another, after another, after another. It's been like this the whole week. It's just been miserable. It honestly has. And I will probably be stepping away from the community at least until quarantine is over. So if anyone from the Smash Discord is watching, be they staff or just a regular member of the Discord, I will probably be stepping away from my position as the administrator and just taking time away from the scene as a whole. And just kind of go through a bit of a detox, as it were. I need some time to be able to regain some mental strength after this. It's been very, very difficult. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the people that I've met. I love the community that I'm surrounded by here in Tennessee. I love the Tennessee scene as a whole, but I can't keep up with this for my own mental health. I really just can't. Like, I'm holding the back of my head because it genuinely hurts to talk about this. But I knew I had to say my piece at some point. One final thing before I finish the discussion on this, at least. For any event that I host, be they offline or on, I'm not going to even consider allowing stuff like that to happen. As soon as things get reported, be they allegations or things with proof, I'm going to take action. I'm going to make sure that my environment that I create can be as safe as possible for anyone involved. And I believe that the TOs here in my local region are going to be doing the same as well. I've been in discussion with both of them, and they both seem to have the community's safety in mind regarding all this, and that gives me a personal sense of reassurance. I really can't talk right now. It's been really tough. And I'm sorry you all have to see me like this, but I had to say something. Like, I couldn't just stream tonight without mentioning it at some point, because I knew it was going to be brought up. Again, what they did was absolutely horrendous, but because their actions have created a negative environment on Twitter and within the scene, I'm going to be stepping away from the scene for my mental health. And that's kind of the main thing that I wanted to talk about tonight, because if I didn't say it now, I was just going to keep pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off until my mental state was just unrepairable. It absolutely affects more than just the parties involved. It reflects negatively on the scene as a whole. Like, I almost guarantee anyone who's seen the news on Twitter, because it's literally like right on the top of the news page, so anyone not in the scene but still on Twitter is going to see it. That's going to reflect negatively on the whole scene, on the whole community. Like, Nintendo will almost certainly not be endorsing any more of our events after this, to say the least. Yeah, the community, it's a mess right now. It's just a mess. And I hate it just as much as all the rest of us do, because it's tearing all of us apart. And I'm not sure if the people who are involved realize that. Like, I understand that at the end of all of this, it's going to be good. It's going to be a healthier environment for everyone involved. But final statement is going to be my TLDR on the whole thing. I appreciate the people coming forward and admitting everything that has happened to them. I appreciate people being willing to come forth and tell their stories. But because of the fact that it creates a very, very, very negative environment on Twitter, on Discord, within the community as a whole, I will be stepping away from the community until further notice, so that way I can work on my mental health and just get back to being the best me that I can be. That's the TLDR of all of this. I just wanted to get that out there. What happened in the Smash community? If you can, Silken, go back and... Well, I advise going back and watching from the beginning, because I discussed all that earlier on, and as hard as... It's very, very difficult for me to talk about. Like, my head literally hurts because of it, but I just... That Llama Noodles, something that came out literally just before stream, calling out Zero for weird behavior. And Nothing has been said back because the allegation literally just came out, but it doesn't look great, and that's really, really concerning. I've got my mic turned up as much as I possibly can. I don't know if I can do much to adjust that. Thank you for letting me know, though. Frankly, it may just be because I'm talking quiet, because this is hard for me to talk about. I'm not sure. But I apologize for being quiet. I'm gonna go grab some water, and when I get back, we can get started with Sonic Adventure 2 proper. And hopefully we can put all of this behind us and just have a chill night.